Hello everyone and welcome to Phone Reviews with Hats On. I have with me my friend, the modern day Clint Eastwood. Except he, instead of wearing a cowboy hat, he's wearing a Ferrari hat.
I ride Ferraris, not horses.
So in this video, we're going to be talking about the Honor 8 Lite, and I think I can safely say that it's our favorite mid-range device,
Yes.
right?
Yeah, I agree.
Okay. So we're gonna start by talking about the build quality of the phone and then slowly move towards other topics. If there are specific topics that you want to hear us talking about, you can click on the site and jump directly to that topic.
Yeah.
Right? Okay. So let's talk about the build quality of this phone. Okay. So Ali, what do you think about the build quality of this
I
phone?
think it's a pretty amazing phone, considering the fact it's a mid-range device, and plus the glass pack is it's pretty premium, as we've already discussed before in our previous review.
Unboxing it.
Yeah, in the unboxing.
Yeah.
And I've used the device for a week, about a week now. From that time onwards, and I think that this device is awesome.
Yeah.
I mean, really, if I want to buy a mid-range device, I would definitely go for this one.
Yeah, the front back of the phone is good. It's glass.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it feels much like other glass phones like the Nexus 4 and the Galaxy S7 and the A7. It feels extremely high quality.
Yeah.
And I think that if you're going mid range and you are looking for high quality materials, go for glass.
Yes, I. Well,
Yeah,
it's true.
it feels extremely nice in the
Yeah.
hand. Okay, and it also comes with this protector,
Yeah.
which is it's pretty. I think it's good since glass can be
Yeah.
a lot more
Protected.
slippery. Yeah, glass can be slippery, so they do include this protector. So they do include this protector, which is I think a nice addition to in the box.
Yeah.
Okay, so on the back side of the phone there's this fingerprint sensor, which is also pretty good, and the
Yeah.
sides of the phone are made up of plastic.
Yeah, but it's a pretty good plastic.
Yeah.
And the color is like it's basically gray. It's not black.
Yeah, I think when you're going when you're taking a device like the Honor 8, where the sides are metal and you want to reduce the price in manufacturing, this is the right way to go. But the plastic doesn't feel like low quality plastic.
No, no.
It feels pretty high quality. We have had this phone for 15 days almost, and it's still it feels pretty much like new still.
Yeah, it's pretty.
The sides are pretty shiny and pretty clean even now, and the buttons are pretty high quality.
Yeah, and one more thing, you can use the back as a mirror because it's so shiny. I'm just kidding. Don't.
Yeah. Okay, so I think out of 10, I would rate the build quality a solid 8,
Yes,
8.5.
agree. Yeah.
Right? What will you give to the
Yeah, I
build
think
quality?
I would give it about 8.
That's nice.
Yeah.
That's also just pretty much copying what I said.
Well, we're partners, right? They're
Okay.
the same pay grade.
Okay. So at the front side of the phone, there's this little bit on your branding. Okay. And one thing you will notice that there is no Huawei branding on this entire phone, which I think is pretty cool. Yeah, you can take any Huawei phone and it says either Huawei at the front or at the back.
Yeah, but this one says Honor.
Yeah, it's probably because Honor is a subsidiary company of
Huawei.
Huawei, but still they don't put Huawei doesn't put much branding on the phone.
Yeah, it looks pretty good.
Yeah, and the sides of this phone are a little bit curved. The glass is curved.
Yes.
Okay, which I think is also a nice addition.
Yes.
It makes it feel like extremely high quality.
Yeah, and premium.
Yeah, this device can be pretty much fitted in the word premium. It's
Yes.
very premium.
Yeah.
Right.
You pay for a device, but you get something that is way more.
Yeah. So the keyword here is the premium. It's pretty good. The build quality is pretty fantastic.
Yeah.
So good job on build quality.
Yes.
Huawei. Okay. So the saturation of the display is pretty much cranked to 11. I think it's a little bit oversaturated, and I think that's they do this to, and I think they do this to
mimic the AMOLED display.
Yeah, because AMOLED displays have a little bit more
saturation.
Yes. Okay, so I don't mind that, but if you want more accurate and less popping photos, then maybe you should maybe you could look for a different one. But if you don't mind a little bit more oversaturated
Yeah.
for photos and just a bit more eye pleasing, and and popping colors, then I think that's pretty good.
Yeah, and if you think that the light is too harsh for your eyes, you can turn on the eye comfort anytime you want.
Yeah.
I mean, I have had to turn on the eye comfort because I have a habit of using the AMOLED display, and because that there has to be a yellowish hue in the phone, and that eye comfort provides that yellowish hue. So yeah, it's it really reduces the strain on your eyes.
Okay, so that was about the display. I think the display is pretty. To sum everything up, the display is pretty good.
Yes.
It does the job. Okay, there are not any crazy color changes or different
No, 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 no.
difficult viewing angles. No,
No.
it's pretty good. The display
Yes.
is pretty good. Okay, so let's move on to talking about the camera of the phone, which is quite interesting because usually when we are talking about mid-range devices,
Yes.
but the thing we say is that the camera is terrible.
Yeah.
You know,
Or at least it's just workable. It's not
yeah,
that
it's
good, you know.
serviceable. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
serviceable. But in this phone, we've noticed the camera is actually pretty good,
Yes.
right? Okay, the back camera, the
It's
back.
12 megapixel, and the front camera is 8 megapixel, which is pretty amazing because most mid-range devices have front cameras to about 5 megapixels.
The megapixels don't really matter. It's the
Yes.
sensor, and this phone has a pretty decent sensor for the price.
Mm.
And the keyword here is for the price
Yeah.
because you can't really expect photos like the Mate 9 in this
Yes.
phone. But I think that the photos that this phone takes are pretty good.
Yes.
You know.
And I was talking about the megapixel because when companies sell phones,
Yeah,
they do not,
they
they
usually
don't,
market
yes,
with the
with megapixel.
megapixel.
So when we're talking about the phone and the quality specification, we're not talking about sensors because that's something we know,
Yes.
but the normal consumer doesn't know about that.
Yeah.
And they're gonna say this, I've got a 8 megapixel camera,
Yes.
and
Okay.
they're measured in MPs. So that's
Okay. So the thing to take away here is MPs don't equal to good quality.
yeah.
It's the sensor which has to be good,
Yes.
and this phone has pretty decent sensor. It doesn't have a dual camera setup, which
Yeah.
I don't mind. Which it's something that I don't really mind.
Yes, because in the Honor 6X as we saw, it was just a marketing
It
stunt.
had a dual camera, but the quality was absolutely.
Yeah, it was marketing stunt.
Yeah, it
It
wasn't
was not
that
like
good.
it was just an ordinary camera,
Yeah.
and I think it was just there for
Marketing.
yes,
I don't think every phone needs a dual camera on the back.
exactly.
Yeah,
And
right.
most phones don't come with dual cameras, like
Yeah,
Samsung or iPhone or
it's a trend now
yeah,
to put dual cameras on the back.
yes,
So I don't mind that this doesn't have two cameras.
yes. What I liked about this device was that the camera is embedded in the glass back.
Yeah,
No,
it
it's not
doesn't.
popping out. It's not when you place the phone on its back. It's like it's completely on the
It
surface.
doesn't protrude out. No.
Yes, because there is no rim for the cameras.
Yeah,
It's
we've been
inside.
using phones for we have been using phones that have protruding cameras for so long now that we had almost forgotten the feeling of
Yes.
having a phone where the camera is flushed in, and
Yes.
it does feel really nice.
Yes.
Now when you lay it flat on a table and it's completely flat, it's a
Yeah.
very difficult to explain the feeling. But I wish that I wish that more manufacturers would start using
Embedded cameras
embedded
inside. Yeah.
cameras. Let's go back to putting embedded cameras,
Yeah.
right? Okay, so the photos that this camera takes are pretty good quality.
Mm.
They are large enough that you can zoom in, but
Yes.
yes, and they are large enough that you can zoom in, and the saturation and contrast is pretty good. I
Yeah.
think that just like the display, they do sometimes the post. I think just like the display, I think sometimes the camera does a little bit more post processing on the photos,
Mm.
so it increases the saturation just a little bit.
Yeah, but it's okay.
Yeah, but it's nothing like it doesn't make you look like a plastic man like some older phones.
Yeah. It's pretty vivid. It's
Yeah, it's
pretty
pretty
vivid.
vivid.
Yeah.
It's good.
Okay, so now talking about we've already talked about the camera, the display, and the build quality. So we're talking about the specs of the phone, the performance.
Performance of the phone.
Yes.
Okay, so the phone has a Kirin 655
Yeah.
processor.
It's a pretty mid-range processor.
It's a mid-range processor, yes. So and it competes with the Snapdragon 625,
Yeah.
650 processor, which is also a mid-range processor,
Yeah.
right? So I think compared to those phones, I think the performance is just a little bit better
Yeah, I
than
agree with that.
right.
Mm.
Okay, so there isn't much lag in the phone.
Yeah,
There is a
although I
little
did
bit of
see
lag.
some lag when I'm using the notification bar. When I slide it down, there's some lag in the phone, especially when I'm using WhatsApp. I don't know if there's a bug in the in the app, or there's something that there's a bug in the software.
Maybe.
But there is something
Funny
there.
stuff going on.
Yeah, only when I'm using WhatsApp.
Or maybe it's a, they recently updated
Yes.
WhatsApp and
Yeah.
made it a lot more terrible.
Yes, there's a lot of problems with
Yeah,
WhatsApp. People
maybe
don't
it's
like it much.
because of
Yes.
that. But I found that compared to the Honor 6X, which has the same processor,
Yes, there's
their performance here is significantly better.
I don't know why, but definitely is.
Maybe
Yes.
I think it's probably I think it's probably because this has the newer version of
Yes,
EMUI,
it has
which is
emotion UF5.
yeah, which is
Yes.
much lighter than the older
Yes,
EMUI,
it has
and
less bloatware,
yeah,
and well, it's much
yeah,
lighter on
and
the
this
RAM.
is something that I really like about Huawei. That
Yeah.
the bloatware in this device is always removable. Nothing
Yeah.
is hard coded in.
Yes.
The first thing I do is I remove the bloatware and
Yes.
it's gone. There you don't need to root to remove the bloatware.
Yeah. And when it comes to Samsung phones, you have to
Like
disable the
yeah,
stuff, or if I want to remove it, you wanna have to root the
root the
phone.
phone.
But
Yes.
with Huawei phones, it's pretty much
The
uninstallable.
bloatware is pretty much removable,
Yeah, you
which I
can
think is
easily
pretty nice.
uninstall it.
Yeah, which
Yeah.
is pretty nice.
As most phones, which is a trend right now, it comes with 3 gigs of RAM. The storage is a little less, and the phone is 16
16 GB,
GB.
but you can
But
use
yeah,
a micro SD card.
it's
I
extendable
put
up to
it,
256 GBs.
yeah, I put a 32 GB card and it does fine.
Yeah.
You know.
As long as it's extendable, I don't think this is going to be a lot of problem because
Mm.
you're going to store most stuff on your SD card,
Yes.
so there's not going to be any performance
Yes.
issues
Yes.
with the phone.
But I do wish that there was a 32 GB version of this phone. Like
Yeah.
I was talking to my friend just yesterday, and he said he wanted to buy a new device, and
Yeah.
I suggested him the Honor 8 Lite. So and then he said that no, he can't really work with 16 GB. He
Yeah.
needs to have at least 32 GB.
Yeah.
So I wish that they would introduce a 32 GB version of this phone.
Yeah. Although I don't see the reason behind it because when you have an extendable memory, I don't think you really need. There's not a lot of problem with the phone's memory.
Maybe it's just professional.
Yeah, it's professional.
That's possible.
Yeah, because I've been using phones like Motorola with 16 GB of storage, and it's less. Of course, it's less, and they don't have extendable memory. But when you have to work with the device, I think you
Yeah.
can work with the device.
The last device, when we were using the Mate 9, that
Yeah.
was 64 GB.
Yes.
So I think we pretty much got a little bit spoiled there.
Yeah, because we were using a hard drive of a phone.
Yeah, I think that the Honor 8 pretty much spoiled us. Honor 9, sorry.
No, Mate
Mate
9.
9.
Mate
The
9.
Mate 9, I had a bad fart moment. But the Mate 9 pretty much spoiled us in terms of everything.
Yeah.
Everything. So I think that need of us won't be satisfied until the
Yeah.
next flagship phone.
Yes.
Right?
But I have to say this thing that I did not even slightly, miss the Mate 9 or any other, you know, flagship phones while using this phone,
Right.
and I have had a pretty good time with this device.
Yeah, the performance is pretty serviceable. It's good.
No, I don't. I think it's way above serviceable.
Right?
It's
Okay.
good.
Okay. Okay.
When I see a phone and I use it and I don't miss my older devices, the flagship devices,
Right.
I think that phone is good. And with this phone, I think it's
Yeah. Okay.
it's way up there.
I understand. But
Yeah.
with me, it's like I'm always dreaming about flagship devices.
Yeah.
So it's pretty much very difficult to me to just not compare everything in the head with the
Yeah.
flagship phone,
Yeah.
right?
He's using a Sony Xperia flagship device
Yeah.
that is 10 years old. Yeah.
Let's not talk about that.
Okay. Yeah.
I
And he's
was,
using a Nexus 6, which is a flagship device, of course, and it's broken.
the story behind the Xperia U is that my phone broke and now I don't have anything except that phone. So I'm
Yeah.
pretty much relying on phones we
Yeah.
get from Huawei or Samsung to
Yeah.
pretty much function as my daily drivers.
Yeah.
Which I think is a pretty good
Deal.
great deal because though I haven't used the Xperia U for about 2 months now because we keep getting new stuff. So I'm very grateful from Huawei and Samsung to because they
Yeah, especially
okay,
Huawei because Huawei is a little bit faster,
they
giving
do
us
give us
phones.
a lot more
Yeah.
phones. So I'm very grateful to Huawei for giving us this phone as well.
Yeah.
So I don't have to use my terrible device.
Yes, the flagship
Sony
Xperia
Xperia U.
U.
Let's conclude this
Yeah.
video. Okay, I think
Yeah.
it has gone long enough. We have bored you guys enough.
Unfortunately, but maybe we have tried not to bore you.
But we do
Yes.
appreciate you for watching this video.
Yes, if you are still
Yeah.
tuned in.
Okay, so let's
Yeah.
conclude. What
Yeah.
are your overall impressions of this fantastic, magnificent beast of a device?
Yes, I think it's a pretty good device. As I have said before, many times, And what we forgot to discuss was the fingerprint sensor.
Oh yes.
And we always discuss about fingerprint
Yes.
sensor because this, I think this the fingerprint sensor is pretty good.
I think
And with the functionality that you don't have to turn on your phone when you wanna access the phone, and that we talk about every single time we talk about a Huawei device.
yes.
And again, it has a pretty good fingerprint sensor. It's pretty responsive,
I
and
think it's the same sensor as the
yeah,
Mate 9 and the older Honor 8.
yes. And one more thing I've seen is that you have a volt, and you can control that volt with pin and your fingerprint.
Yes.
With some, with the functionality that I have, because most phones when they come with file explorers, they are pretty lame. Most phones, and you have to do, you have to install third-party file handler.
Yeah.
But with this
The file
device,
manager is pretty good,
yes,
and it like takes 2 MB of storage.
yes, and I didn't need to install any other one. And it has a Volt where you can have your private photos and videos, and you can use the fingerprint sensor to access it.
Yes.
It's pretty scientific.
It does feel pretty
Yes.
high tech.
Yes.
Like
Yeah. And
that's for my Matrix sound effect.
Yes. I don't know what the hell was that.
That was Matrix sound
Yes,
effect.
it was.
Okay, so let's move back to me because I need more screen time in this video.
Yeah, sure,
It will
sure.
please my ego if I have more
Yes.
screen time.
Although we both have the same screen time because we're both sitting here. Yeah. So it's not gonna make a difference. It's not like we're gonna cut
Okay.
both faces.
Okay, so well now I will cut.
No,
Okay, so I think that this is a pretty fantastic device for $250. I think it's 240 now. For $240,
yeah.
you can't really go wrong with this phone.
Yes.
It does ticks most of the boxes for me. Great camera, great build quality. I don't usually care about the camera. I usually care about the display and the build quality. And the display and the build quality are pretty fantastic in this phone, right?
Yes.
Okay, so that's pretty much it. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe to our. Wait, let me be a little bit more cooler.
Yes, and he's wearing two hats.
Wait,
No, not two hats, but
that makes me look pretty uncool.
uh,
Yeah, so
yeah.
please subscribe
Yeah.
to our channel.
You look lame, man. You look lame.
Please
Don't.
subscribe to our channel and please share this video
Yes.
if you liked it.
Yes.
And if you didn't like it, then still please share it.
Yes.
That helps us.
And
Right?
people having issues with our English, I don't think why you have an issue.
Yeah, my English is fluent, baby.
Yeah. Yes. If you want us to do the harsh accent, I don't mind.
We think we can do that.
Yes.
But I just prefer talking like this all the time.
Yeah, because it's harsh and people don't like it a lot. Yeah, and most people do that kind of stuff.
So please subscribe to our channel.
Yes. Well, that's not an accent. That's just bullshit. That's just total BS. I'm sorry.
Clint Eastwood. Okay.
That is
Okay.
Flint Eastwood.
Okay. So thank you for watching.
No.
Okay. Now
Thank you for watching the video, and please be sure to subscribe because most people like this accent, and I don't know what the hell is wrong with them.
Okay.
So
Thank you.
yes, it's not for regular users and regular subscribers.
Yeah.
But some people did comment on our. They said that we don't have a good English. I don't know why they said that. But if you have a problem with our accent, please do let us know and tell us what we should do in our other videos.
Okay.
Yeah.
Suggestions
If you
will
should
help
do
us.
a harsh video. Oh. Sorry about that. If you should do a harsh video in an Italian accent or an American accent or British accent,
Yeah.
whatever.
Or Australian, mate.
Yeah. It's all like it's all right, understand stuff?
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you.
We can do whatever
This
you
video has
want.
gone long enough.
Let's do yes.
I think we should cut now.
And well, that's it, guys.
Okay. Thank you
Thanks
for
for
watching.
watching.
Okay.
Be sure to subscribe.
Bye.